page 122. Okay,
22.
and our last headword was show somebody the rope. New word type of lesson. Okay, so let's
Okay.
start with revision. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay,
Yes.
here we go. First question. Is it more common to send a business memo to an individual or a group of people? Is it more
People.
common to send business memos to an individual or a group of people?
For
It's
people.
more common to
It's more
send a
common
business
to send
memo
a business
to a
memo
group of people.
to a group of people.
Very good. Name some common reasons for writing a memo. Name some common reasons for writing a memo, please. Some common reasons
Some
for
common reasons
writing a memo
for writing
are
a
to
memo
provide a report
to
on
provide a
activities
report
or
on
events,
activities or
announce the
events,
news,
announce the
make a
news,
request, etc.
make a request, etc.
Very good. Are business memos normally used for internal or external correspondence? Are business memos normally used for internal or external correspondence? Business memos are normally
Business
used
memo are
for
normally
internal
used for
correspondence.
internal correspondence.
Very good. When deciding on an appropriate style for a memo, what kind of things should we consider? When deciding on an appropriate style for a memo, what kind of things should we consider? When considering the
When
appropriate
considering
style for
the
a memo,
appropriate style
we
for a
should
memo,
consider
we should
who we're
consider
writing to,
who we're
the
writing
nature
to,
of the message,
the nature
etc.
of the message, etc.
Very good. How long is it the average memo? How long is the average memo? The average memo
The average memo
is no
is
longer
the
than one
is no
page
longer than one page.
long.
No
Remember?
longer
The average
okay.
memo
The
is no
average
more
memo
than one
is
page
no
long.
more than one page long.
Very good. If we don't deliver a memo as hard copy, how can we send it? If we don't deliver a memo as hard copy, how can we send it? If we don't deliver a
We
memo
don't
as
deliver
hard
a memo
copy, we
as
can
hard
send it
copy.
in
We
an
can send
email,
it in
either
an
as
email,
body text
either as a
or
body
more
text
usually
or
as
more
an attachment.
usually as an attachment.
Very good. Okay, next. What should appear at the top of a memo? What should appear at the top of a memo?
The memo,
The title, memorandum,
the title
or memo
memorandum
should
or
appear
memo
at the top of
should
the
appear
memo.
at the top of the memo.
Very good. What should we put below this on the left-hand side? What should we put below
So
this on the left-hand side? We should put
we
to,
should put
from,
to,
date,
from,
and subject
date,
lines
and subject
below
line
this on the
below
left-hand
this
side.
on the left hand side.
Wait, at the start, do we use a greeting or just go straight into the first paragraph? At the start, do we use a greeting or just go straight into the first paragraph? At the start, we just
At the
go
start,
straight
we
into the
just
first
go straight
paragraph.
into the first paragraph.
Where should our most important message appear? Where should our most important message appear? Our most important
Our
message
most
should
important
appear
message
in the
should
first paragraph.
appear in the first paragraph.
How can we ensure that a memo is easy to read? How can we ensure that a memo is easy to read? We can ensure that a
We can
memo is
ensure
easy to
that the
read
memo is
by
easy to
avoiding
read
long
by
complex
avoiding
sentences
long complex
and keeping
sentences
paragraphs
and keeping
fairly short.
paragraphs fairly short.
Do we put our name at the end of a memo? Do we put our name at the end of a memo? No, we don't put
No,
our
we
name
don't
at
put
the
our
end of a
name
memo.
at the end of a memo.
Very good. What did happen if a factory operated at full capacity for a long time with no
Long
maintenance?
time with no
What did
maintenance.
happen if a factory operated at full capacity for a long time with no maintenance? If a factory
If a
operated at
factory
full
operated
capacity
at the
for a
full
long
capacity
time
for a
with
long
no
time
maintenance,
with no
the
maintenance,
machinery would break
the
down.
machinery would break down.
Very good. Is it important for you that you manage to climb to the top of the corporate ladder during your career? Is it
Career.
important for you that you manage to climb to the top of the corporate ladder during your career? Yes or no?
No,
It isn't important
it
for
isn't
me
important
that I
for.
manage to climb. Huh? No,
Sorry, say it
it
again.
isn't important for me
it isn't important for me
that I managed to
that
climb
I managed
to the
to
top
climb
of
to
the
the top
corporate
of
ladder
the corporate
during my
ladder
career.
during my career.
Very good. What would you say were the core competence of a company such as Rolls-Royce? What would you say were the core competence of a company such as Rolls-Royce? I'd say the core
I'd
competence
say
of a
the core
company such
competence
as
of a company
Rolls-Royce
such as
were leadership,
Rolls-Royce were
commitment,
leadership,
and accountability.
commitment, and accountability.
And give me another example of the word core. Give me another example of the word core, please. Managing to offer state
Managing
of the
to
art
offer
features
state-of-the-art
at affordable
features
price
at
is a core
affordable price
challenge for mobile phone manufacturer.
sorry
Okay,
is
managing to offer
managing
state
to
of the
offer
art features
state-of-the-art
at
features
affordable
at
price
an affordable
is
price
a core challenge
is a core
for
challenge
mobile phone
for mobile
manufacturers.
phone manufacturers.
Ragged, how would you feel if you were headhunted by a company? How would you feel if you were
Excuse me,
headhunted by a company?
hunted by a
If
company.
I were headhunted
If I
by
were
a company,
headhunted by a
I'd
company,
feel
I'd feel surprised.
why? Why?
Because I don't believe that I I am expected to work for another company.
They don't expect that they will get you from your company. Very good. Okay, next. If a
Okay.
national government announced a significant drop on corporation tax, what effect might the
Corporation
news
tax.
have? If a national
What
government
about the
announced a
news?
significant drop in corporation tax, what effect might the news have? If a national government announced a
If a
significant
national
drop
government
in
announced
corporation
a
tax,
significant drop in
multinational
corporation
businesses
tax,
might consider
multinational
relocating their
businesses might
headquarters
consider
to that
the
country.
relating their
Levels
headquarters
of
to the country.
investments in the country
Levels of
might begin
investment
to
in the
increase,
country
etc.
might begin to increase, etc.
Very good. What do you think the main short-term objective should be for the government of your country?
For
What
the
do you
government
think the main
country.
short-term objective should be for the government of your country? I think the main
I
short-term
think
objective
the
for
main
the government
short-term
of my
objectives
country
for
should
the
be
government of my country should be pay rising.
pay rising. Very good. In job interviews, why are candidates often asked about their long-term objectives? In job interviews, why are candidates often asked about their long-term objectives? In job interviews, candidates are often asked
In job
about their
interviews,
long term
candidates
objectives
are often asked
because companies
about their
need to
long-term
know how
objectives
ambitious
because the
candidates
companies
are,
need to
whether
know
it's
how
worth
ambitious the
investing
candidates are,
time and money
whether it's
in
worth
training them,
investing
etc.
time and money in training them, etc.
Very good. Give me an example of the idiom show somebody the ropes. Give me an example of the idiom show
Show
somebody the
somebody the
ropes,
ropes.
please. On his first day, the new
On his
receptionist
first
looked
day,
really
the
lost,
new
so
receptionist
I spent some time showing
sorry,
him the
took
well,
really
on his first
sorry,
day,
one more, okay? On his
the
first
new
day,
receptionist
the new receptionist
looked really lost,
looked really lost.
so I spent some time showing him
So
the
I spent
ropes.
some time showing him the ropes.
Very good. Okay, and that's the end of our revision. Let's have new words. Okay, very good. Okay, so let's have
Okay.
first word. Okay, repeat. Flexi time.
Flex,
Flexi time.
okay. Flex time.
Core hours.
Flexi time. Core hours.
Okay, one moment. Let me reconnect. Okay, very good. Okay, listen.
Okay.
Flexi time is a noun. It means a
Now,
system in which
system
workers
which
choose the
workers
hours
use
each day
hour each
that
day.
they work,
They
as long
work
as the hours
as
add
long as
up
the
to the
hours
same number of
add up
hours
to the
every
same
week or
number of
month.
hours.
For example, the advantage of flexi time work
Advantage of
schedule
flex
are
time
it
works
helps
schedule
people who
are
have young
it helps
children
people who
It
have young
enables
children.
people to
It
commute outside
enabled
rush hours.
commute outside of rush
Appointments with
hours.
doctors and dentists are
Appointments
easier
with
to
the
arrange,
dentist
etc.
easier to arrange,
Core
etc.
hours is a noun. It
Core
means
hours
certain
is a noun.
hours in the day when
13 hours
flexi-time
in the day
workers
when
must be
flexi-time
working.
workers
Let's say
must be
10
working.
a.m. to 4 p.m.
10
For
a.m. 4
example,
p.m. Yeah.
when a company allows employees to
When a
work
job allows
according to a
employees to work
flexi-time
according to
policy,
a flexi
there
time
are normally
policy,
certain core
there are
hours
normally
when
certain
everybody
core
has to
hours
be
when
working
everybody has
so
to be
that
working,
meetings and other group
so the meeting
activities
and
can
other
take
group of
place.
activities can take place.
Very good. Let's practice. What are the advantages of a flexi-time work schedule? What are the advantages of a
The advantages
flexi-time
of a
work
flexi
schedule?
time
The
schedule.
advantages
The
of a
advantages
flexi-time
of
work
a flexi
schedule
time work
are that it
schedule
helps
are
people
that it
who have
helps
young
people
children.
who have a
It
young,
enables young
sorry,
children.
young children.
One more. The
Okay.
advantages of
The
a
advantages
flexi-time work
of a flexi time work
are that it helps
uh,
people
that it helps
who
people
have young children.
who have young
It
children.
enables people to communicate
It
outside
enables people
rush
to
hour.
communicate outside rush hours.
Appointments with doctors and dentists
Appointment
are
with
easier to
doctors and
arrange,
dentists are easier to
etc.
arrange, etc.
Very good. Okay, one more. The advantage of a flexi-time
Okay.
work
The
schedule
advantage
are
of a
that it
flexi time
helps
work
people who have
schedules
young
that
children.
it helps
It
people who
enables
have young
people to
children.
commute
It
outside rush
enables
hour.
people to commute outside
Appointments with
rush
doctors
hours.
and dentists are
Appointment
easier
with
to
doctors
arrange,
and dentists
etc.
are easier to arrange, etc.
Very good. When a company allows employees to work according to a flexi-time policy, why are there normally
Flexi
certain
time
core
policy.
hours when everybody has to be working?
13 core
When a
hours.
company allows employees
Everybody
to
has
work
to be
according on a
working.
flexi-time policy, why are there normally certain core hours when everybody must be working? When a company
And everybody
allows
must be working.
employees to
When a
work
company
according
allows
to a flexi-time
employees
policy,
to work
there are
according to
normally
a flexi
certain
time
core
policy,
hours
there
when
are normally
everybody has
13
to be
core hours
working so
when
that
everybody
meetings
has to
and
be
other
working
group
so that
activities
meetings
can take
and other
place.
group of activities can take place.
Very good. Okay, next. Repeat. Found.
Found.
Okay, found. So in business, instead of saying the business
Instead
was
of saying
established in 2005,
established in
we can say the
2005,
business was founded in
business founded
2005.
in 2005.
Let's practice. Give me an example of the verb to found. Give me an
Found.
example of the verb to found, please. My father
My
founded his
father
company
founded his
soon after
company
leaving
soon
university.
after leaving university.
Very good. Next, repeat. Outsource.
Outsource.
Manpower.
Manpower.
Very good. Okay, listen. Outsource is a noun. It means to send away some of a
Send
company's
away
work
some of the
to be
company's
done by
work
people outside the
to be
company.
done by
For
people
example,
outside
it's
the
a good
company.
idea for a business to
It's a
outsource
good idea
work
for a business
rather
to
than deal with it
outsource work
in-house when
rather
there's a lack of
than deal with
resources
it
or
in-house
manpower.
when there's a lack of
When the skills
resources
required
or
aren't available
manpower
in-house, when it's more
available
economical.
in-house.
Manpower is a noun.
Manpower
It means all the people who are
is a noun.
available to do a
All the
particular
people
job
who are available to do
or
a
to work
particular job
in a particular place.
to work in a
Let's
particular
practice.
place.
Under what circumstances is it a good idea for a business to outsource work
For a
rather than
business to
deal with it
outsource work
in-house?
rather than deal
Under
with it
what
in-house.
circumstances is it a good idea for a business to outsource work rather than deal with it in-house? It's a good idea for a
It's a good
business to
idea for
outsource
a
work
business to
rather than
outsource
deal
work
with it
rather
in-house
than deal with it
when there's a lack
in-house
of
when
resources
there's a lack of
or
resources
manpower, when the
or
skills
manpower,
required aren't
when the skills
available,
required aren't available,
when it's more economical,
when
etc.
it's more economical, etc.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Master's degree.
Master's degrees
Very good. Or masters. Okay, next.
or masters,
MA,
MA,
MSc,
MSc,
MBA,
MBA,
or Masters of Business Administration. Okay.
or Master of Business Administration.
Very good. Okay, listen. The letters M in high level degree titles such as
Degree
MA,
titles such as
MSc, or
MA,
MBA stands for
MSc,
master.
MBA stands for Masters,
MA stands for Master of Arts.
Master of
MSc
Arts,
stands for Master of Science. And
Master of
MBA stands
Science,
for Master of Business
uh,
Administration.
Business Administration.
It is wrong, however, to say I have
No,
a master
I
degree
have a master
or I have
degree.
a master.
I have
Instead,
a
we
master.
say I have
Instead, we say
master's
I
degree
have a
or I
master's
have a
degree.
master's.
I have a
We can then
master's
name the academic subject using the word in. For
using the
example,
word
I've got
in.
a master's in
I've got a
French.
master's
She's
in
doing a
French.
master's in
She's a
physics.
master's in physics.
Very good. Okay, let's practice. Is it correct to say I have a master degree? Is it correct to say I have a master degree? No, it isn't
No,
correct to
it is
say
correct
I have
to
a
say
master
I
degree.
have a master degree.
So what should we say instead? What should we say instead?
What does she say
We should
instead?
say I
We should
have a
say
master's
I have
degree
a master's
or I
degree
have a
or
master's
I have
instead.
a master's instead.
Greg, would you encourage someone who was planning to become an entrepreneur to do an MBA?
So the
Would you
MBA.
encourage someone who was planning to become an entrepreneur to do an MBA? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'd encourage someone
I'd
who
encourage
was planning
someone
to
who was
become an
planning to become
entrepreneur
an
to
entrepreneur
do an
to
MBA.
do an MBA.
Very good. Next, repeat. Goodwill.
Goodwill,
Valuation.
valuation,
Very good. Okay, listen. Valuation is a noun. It
is
means the
now
process of deciding how much money
decide how much
something is
money
worth.
something is
For
worth.
example, Apple's current valuation is
But it's
587 billion. Mm.
587 billion.
The term goodwill refers to the
It
additional
refers
value
to
that
the
a
additional
company has a
value the
result of
company has a result
intangible
of
assets that
intangible
attract
assets that
customers,
attract the
such as its
customers,
strong brand,
such as the
good
brand,
reputation,
good
customer
reputation,
loyalty,
customer
etc.
loyalty, etc.
Goodwill can be an important asset,
Can be
and so
important
when a
assets.
company is
And
sold,
so
the
when a
price
company is
includes a
sold,
valuation of
price
its
includes the
goodwill.
valuation its goodwill.
Yeah, let's practice. When talking about the intangible assets of a business, what does the
Of a
term
business.
goodwill mean?
Goodwill
When
mean
talking about the
talking
intangible
about the
assets of a
intangible
business,
assets of a
what does the
business.
term goodwill mean?
Goodwill mean
When talking about
when talking
the
about
intangible
the
assets of
intangible
a
assets
business,
of a
the
business,
term goodwill
the
means
term goodwill
the
means
additional
the
value
additional
that a
value
company
that
has
a
a result
company has
of
a result
intangible
of
assets
intangible
that
assets
attract
that
customers,
attract
such
customers,
as its strong
such
brand,
as its strong
good
brand,
reputation,
good
customer
reputation,
loyalty,
customer
etc.
loyalty, etc.
Name a company that you think have a good high goodwill valuation if it were sold now.
It was sold
Name a
now.
company that you think would have a high goodwill valuation if it was sold now.
Apple
Is the name of a
is the
company
name of a
that I
company
think would
that
have a
I
high
think would
goodwill
have a high
valuation
goodwill
if it were sold
valuation
now.
in it if it was sold now.
Very good. Next, repeat. Flag up.
Flag up.
Very good. Okay, listen. To flag something up means to mention something to
To
others
mention
so that
something to
they
others
are
so that
aware of it.
they are aware
For
of it.
example, if you notice that deliveries from a supplier
Deliveries
are
from a
generally
supplier
arriving
are
late,
generally
you
arriving
might
late.
decide to flag
You
it
might
up to
just
your
flag
colleague.
it up to your colleagues.
Okay, next. Give me an example of the idiom to flag something up. Give me an example of the idiom to flag something up, please.
Yeah.
The auditors
The
flag up
auditors
several
flag up
areas of
several
concern
areas of
in their
concerns
report.
in their report.
Very good. Next, repeat. Assemble.
Assemble
Very good. Okay, listen. Assemble is a verb. It means to
verb
bring a group of things or
bring up
people
things
together
or
in
people
one
to
place for a
in a
particular
place
purpose.
or particular
For example,
purpose.
the directors of a company
Rest of the
assembles for
company
an
assemble
AGM
for
annually.
AGM annually.
Another meaning is to build something, for
Is
example, a
something,
car
for
or
example,
furniture,
a car or
by putting
furniture,
all its parts
putting all
together.
its parts together.
For example, in a modern car plant, most components are assembled by
Most of
machines.
components are assembled by
Let's
machine.
practice. How often do directors of a company assemble for an AGM? How often do the directors of a company assemble for an AGM? The directors of a
The
company
directors of
assemble for
company
an
assemble
AGM
for an
annually.
AGM annually.
In a modern car plant, are most components assembled manually or by machine? In a modern car plant, are the components assembled
The
manually or by
component
machine?
assemble
In a modern car plant,
in a modern
most
car plant,
components are
most
assembled
components
by
are
machines.
assembled by machine.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Reading, okay.
Very good. Okay, so our reading is at page 74. Last headword was
74.
shortage. Okay, start with the
Shortage.
second question. And what do you think our response?
Okay. Uh, and what do you think our response to this global threat should be? This global threat. Okay. I think our response to this global threat